Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the number 66 short format review. So, TimberWolf mint pouches. What is it? Taking a look at the packaging, you have a large sticker on beige bronzish plastic lid. Everything is fairly straightforward. You have a special offer price in canary yellow with fire engine red. The huge pouches, because Pinkerton does not want you to get confused. Moving around to the side, you have branding. The fact that it's pouches and mint is up top. You have the special offer price, warning label. Same again, mint, TimberWolf pouches, special price, mint, TimberWolf pouches, and then register online to get coupons. Now, what they could possibly be giving off something that's $1.59 to begin with, I do not know, but they do have a pretty nice website. Last I was there, it hasn't been recently. So that is timberwolfsnuff.com. And then we're back around again. Now, the reason why this has so much branding flavor pouch around it is because in a lot of parts of the country, although not mine, these are sold like that. That's what you're seeing from the counter. And if it wasn't for the special coupon offer, there would probably be yet another one right there. So that is what you will be looking for. All right. So on the back, mint 15 pouches, which is in line with U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company products. Skull pouches, Copenhagen pouches. 15 pouches. You have a date code of some sort. I do not know what it is. TimberWolf moist snuff pouches. Barcode, special price again. And then basically all the other information is going around here. Sale is only allowed in the United States. Underage sale is prohibited. The fact that this is at least 65% domestic tobacco, which is in line with all TimberWolf products, and I believe all Longhorn as well. And the fact that this is a product of the Pinkerton Tobacco Company of Owensboro, Kentucky, the makers of TimberWolf, Longhorn, Redman, etc. So I'm going to cut into this. To tell you the truth, I can't remember I know I did, and it will be linked at the end of this, as I always do for these short formats. The original longer format review is linked at the end in somewhere on the screen. I can't remember doing this one. You know, I am not a mint guy, and I'm not a pouch guy, so, you know. Wow. And these things are, it's like the peach. It's like the peach. They're wet. Can you see that on the lid? Now the lid, as I stick my thumb right in the middle of that, the lid is absolute garbage, as is all Pinkerton lids. You have a pretty fresh popping peppermint smell coming off it, but there's something dark underneath it. Now, I'm not saying to the extent of, let's say, a Skull product with the dark tobacco undertone, but there's something definitely there. It smells good. I've never run into a mint that doesn't smell good, and I can't really say any of them taste bad either. I'm just not a big fan of them. So in the container, now those are actually natural colored pouches, like a beigeish white, off-white, that have been stained by the tobacco and the moisture level in it. So they're not like grizzly pouches where they are, wow, these things are wet, where they are brown pouch material to begin with. So I'm going to throw two in. Although with that last can of TimberWolf peach pouches, the last review from the other week, I ended up doing that can 3 at a time. But for this, I'll only do 2. These seem pretty plump. more so than the peach had. I will be back in a moment because I actually have to wipe my finger off with this. And I am back. So here's what it is. It's an alright, very safe mint dip in a pouch, obviously. So cut's not really an issue. Take that one off. It's not going to have the high dose of nicotine. It's not going to be real low, though, either. Some of the TimberWolf products, like, for instance, their Winter Green, actually has more free nicotine in it than the Skull Classic Winter Green. All right? This one, I do not know the numbers on, but there will be enough nicotine in it. It's not going to be a Kodiak Winter Green by any means, but there'll be enough in it. As far as me talking about throwing 3 in at a time, when I was finishing that peach can, which I did finish, by the way, it's not so much that the pouches are small. That's not why I was doing that. It's because, like Copenhagen and Skull, they have 15 to a can. And if you do 2 at a time, you always have an odd one out. So I just did 5 dips of 3 at a time. So the flavor's safe. It doesn't take any chances. It's mint. There's not too much of a mouthfeel. There is a bit of a cooling sensation, but it's not overboard. It's not like in your face. The flavor it's an all right mint. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Let me put it that way. It's just real safe. Doesn't take any chances. There is a dark undertone to it, which I would say is dark tobacco, but it doesn't come across as tobacco. Let's say the Skull products do. Okay, but there's something there. But you can't quite say, oh, that's tobacco, even though it's tobacco. Spoiler alert, I suppose. I'm kidding. Anyway, so it's all right. You know, nothing wrong with it. At that price, and if you had coupon, I can't imagine what they're giving coupon-wise. But even if it's at 50 cents, it puts the can down to $1.09. And this stuff is way better than, like, the third-tier stuff. The Longhorn's the only third-tier product that I even consider safe. It is the only one, and it is basically this, not refined as much or as well. All right? So this has been the short format review of TimberWolf. I almost said peach. Mint pouches. See? Pouches. Right there. I do hope you all are well. Do take care of yourselves. And God bless.